it has a real impetus. 3 points here today, and Haig hits it long, looking for McEachran. McEachran's beaten the offside trap, cuts in on his right foot. Golden opportunity for City, goes down inside the box. Is that a penalty? The referee was unmoved. It looked from the press box here as if McEachran had been bundled over inside the box. Perhaps Fylde have got away with one there, but the first real chance of this game again has come through Oxford City. McEachran perhaps should have pulled the trigger from inside the box. Chris Haig's going to see it late. What do you do from your perspective?
No, I think he set up really well, because obviously with such a long way out you don't want to have too many men there, so then it makes it really tough for you to get across. So Chrissy should be able to see the ball really well, and then probably from there they're going to cross it anyway.
Well, it does look like they are shaping for a cross, but you just never know in this league. It's Nick Horton over it. Everyone forward from the back, to be fair, from Fylde, apart from Max Conway, who's just teetering on the edge of the box. Does look like they're going to shape for a cross, but he goes for a shot and it's all the way through, and just like Marcin Brzozowski said, Haig was in the best position he could be at. He saw it just in time and it goes into his chest, and it's a good save from the Oxford City keeper. He started brightly, and there's 4 of Fylde's big target men standing on the edge of the box, so it's a zonal marking job for City. Floated into the box, headed towards goal by Amika Roby. Free header, towered over the football, but perhaps should be doing slightly better with that. Floats over Chris Haig's crossbar in the end. Didn't look too troubled by it. Maybe the Fylde centre half should be doing a lot better with that. So he's got a rather footballing family as Potter. Does well to receive Burley's throw. He'll make a dart for the byline, but he's shown the other way by Conway. Into Fleet on the outside of the box. Will he shape for a shot here? No, finds Pedder. Pedder goes down in the box. That's got to be a penalty, and it is a penalty. Pedder, the debutant from QPR, bundled over inside the box, and if Oxford City were denied a penalty in the opening stages, there had to be no question about that one. That time the referee had absolutely no doubts. He's pointed to the spot, and it's a golden opportunity just before the half-hour mark for Oxford City to take the lead here. Marcin Brzozowski.
Yeah, no, great opportunity.
So, how are your nerves, Josh Parker? He's the man that's holding the ball at the moment. He's going to be the man to take it. 5 goals already for City this season. Could he have a 6th? It's Josh Parker against Max Metcalf, the Fylde goalkeeper, in the 30th minute of this game. So the whistle goes. Parker, slow run up, and he scores. It's a great penalty from Josh Parker. Max Metcalf went the right way, but he could do nothing about that. And Oxford City take the lead at the Roar Charging Stadium, and it's Josh Parker with his 6th goal of the season from the penalty spot. And in a rather even game, and a bottom of the table clash here in the Vanarama National League, it's Oxford City that have the first goal. Josh Parker's had a couple of these, which he's not quite got right. Perhaps this is the one that goes in. I've got to say, I'm not a goalkeeper, but his positioning looks quite good. In the centre of the goal, he's not giving Parker too much space on one side or the other. Referee blows his whistle. It's a big 3-man wall. Over the wall, off the crossbar. And as I was just saying from Josh Parker, that he's not had too much luck from the free kicks this season. That was an absolutely fantastic effort that came crashing off the top of the crossbar. So close, Marcin.
Yeah, really good kick. Really unfortunate. Could have gone in.
It could have done. Here's Kumbeni. Horton has space to run into now on the edge of the box and sends a shot towards goal. It was from about 25 yards out and looked destined for the bottom corner. But that was fantastic goalkeeping from Chris Haig to get down to his right-hand side, get nice and low and palm it behind for a Fylde throw-in. Great save, Marcin.
Yeah, definitely. Hagen moved his feet really well and made a really good save down to his right.
To Parker. Parker down the right, and Potter's got space to run into now. Cuts in onto his left, back onto his right. Good ball to the back post, but header! Oh, it's a diving header from the QPR loanee. He was under pressure from Gordon, but just sent a header wide. It was a close one. And perhaps it was almost a debut goal for the QPR loanee there, and a very big let-off for AFC Fylde. And he's had a little bit of a goal drought, which he's buried today. chests the ball into Rennie Smith. Reece Fleet works the ball over to Pedder on the left, has Roberts on the overlap, works for a shot Pedder, and it's not a bad effort. Doesn't end up troubling Max Metcalf in the Fylde goal. A moment Oxford City do.
Yeah, 100%.
Ball played back to the goalkeeper, Metcalf. He's seen a lot of the ball in this game, and that's fantastic play from Horton, and he tries to catch Haig off his line. Oh, what a save from Chris Haig! Horton just turned away from his man on the halfway line, saw Haig off his line and sent a David Beckham, Wayne Rooney-esque effort towards the goal, and then it looked as though, in fact, it was going to dip in, but Chris Haig did so well to backtrack. He looked as though he again. Cornbenny to Conway. Moving it well now, Fylde. Burley brought down off the ball, but play continues. Harrison again, doing really well, Tom Harrison, just to get those little nicks on the interceptions to cut the ball out. Pedder marauds forward, but has to cut back to Fleet, who'll keep it moving with McEachran. Hits one towards goal and looked like it was about to crawl into the bottom corner. Eventually it didn't really trouble Metcalf, and all the pace on it that it needed. It couldn't quite find its way into the net. Meanwhile, Fylde come forward now. Burley shows them the outside. Horton, shot towards goal, and it's a great effort again, but it goes flying past Haig's left-hand post. Again, wasn't on target, and Haig did well to leave it rather than attempt to make the save, but Horton is really causing Oxford City some problems in this second half. If someone... Kabeni into the substitute, Ustabasi. Horton, brilliant challenge from Canis Carroll, stands up to Horton, in fact goes back to help his Fylde counterpart up off the floor. But here comes City again, 1-2 with Pedder and McEachran again, working his way down the left. McEachran cuts onto his right foot in the centre of the pitch, good ball over to Alfie Potter, and they'll spread the play over to the right wing. Parker's drifted over to that right hand side as well, to Fleet, back to Parker, looking for an option ahead of him. City just slowing the play down slightly down this right hand side. Fleet has the ball in the corner, but he's got no one attacking in the box, so will come back on himself rather wisely. McEachran back towards goal, but just inside the area, pushed all the way back. If Davies gets a wrong foot on McEachran, that would have been a penalty, but does well to marshal him back out of the area. Good play this for City. Burley on the right wing into McEachran, a little bit more space for him now. McEachran keeps coming forward to Rennie Smith on the edge of the area, and the City midfielders blazes a shot over the crossbar. Great opportunity, but a great spell of possession for Oxford City, who worked the ball really well there. Perhaps a tad unlucky there's no goal on the end of that, Martin.
Yeah, no, we've done really well. We shifted the ball from the left to the right. Everyone
hasn't. Meanwhile, Oxford City are going to make their second change of the game. Lewis Coyle is waiting to come on, but City will attack here with Burley, and he wakes away to save! And it's 2-0 to Oxford City. A hammer blow for AFC Fylde, but in the 81st minute, with 10 minutes to go, Olly Sanderson, the substitute, runs on to the pass, which is inch perfect, and has the freedom of the box to just tap the ball past Max Metcalf, and that is an absolutely huge goal at the Roar Charging Stadium. Oxford City 2, Fylde 0. What a goal, Martin.
Brilliant goal, brilliant ball from Andre as well to find Ollie in there, and then tucked away really, really well.
But as I was saying, this win, if they can hold on to it, would take City outside the relegation zone, and Smith's effort saved! But no, it's not saved, it's a follow-up, and Olly Sanderson has his second and Oxford City's third of the game, almost out of nowhere, and City have surely are going to collect all 3 points this afternoon, and what a big 3 points it'll be. And with 5 minutes on the clock to go on the clock, Oxford City 3, AFC Fylde 0. Brilliant shot from Rennie Smith, to be fair. I think the goalkeeper Max Metcalf must have seen it late. He could only parry it out in front of him, and there was Olly Sanderson again with the freedom of the box, really, and he has to tap home underneath Metcalf this time to make it 3-0. Game, set and match, losing streak, and that they do. It's a big 3 points in for Ross Jenkins' men, and before the game I said perhaps it had must win, even though, written all over it, even though we're so early into this season, but perhaps before the match it was giving off that kind of vibe. But if it did, Oxford City stood up to the challenge, and when the chips were down, Oxford City delivered. Josh Parker's first half penalty on the half-hour mark gave them the lead going into the interval, and despite a brief comeback from the visitors, they didn't really land a glove on the City defence or Chris Haig. And then Olly Sanderson scored 2 goals after coming off the bench to wrap up 3 goals and 3 points, and that gives Oxford City a much brighter outlook in the National League. They are out of the relegation zone, and they have beaten AFC